Supraspinatus. So infraspinatus, supraspinatus. Easy. Look for the spine. What is it above?
Supra.
What is it below?
Infra.
See? Good landmark, right? Not so bad.
Hi.
Which hand is it? Oh.
Pulled out an arm.
Alright.
You took it from this guy.
Seems like it should be an axe. Isn't it? Your fingers there. Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
great.
Okay, so what is this? Deltoid. And now, let's remove deltoid, right? Deltoid, deltoid. Remove this. Supraspinatus, infraspinatus.
Where is he?
This is deep. Right? So it goes like this. And if I go like this, now I can see better the infra, right? And then the trapezius would be right here. Right? The trapezius would be right here. This? That's the spine of the scapula. That's why it's called supraspinatus and infraspinatus.
Teres major.
That would be right here, teres major. See that? So infra, supra.
Right there. Getting alay.
Teres major is kind of like right here.
I thought the teres major was Jesus baby. Oh, that's pectoral.
That's Terrace?
Teres major is right here. Infra, supra. What is this?
Teres major. That's the teres major?
Yeah, you can see it right here. Yeah, that's it, right here. You got it. That's the teres major. Very good.
He's so happy.
He's like, I got one. Yeah.
So proud of himself for that.
What do you think the subscapularis is?
Oh,
Deep.
deep.
Deep. So deep to the scapula, we have this muscle here, which is the subscapularis. I don't know why someone graffitied on it. But subscapularis. What is this? How do you know? It's under, deep,
Deltoid.
deep to the scapula. Subscapularis. That's this. You got it? All right.
Triceps.
All right. So we have our biceps brachii
Biceps, triceps.
and the triceps brachii. So this is the biceps brachii, and on the back here is the triceps. Now there's a third one underneath here, but you can't see it in the model. So there's 3 heads. Now on your charts, they're listed separately. You can just combine it as one. You don't have to know specifically long head or short. You can just go triceps and just add them together. So triceps brachii and biceps brachii. They have a long head and a short head. So you can just combine it. Okay? You don't have to know each separate head. But it is called the biceps because see how it looks like there's 2 here? And the triceps, there's 1, 2, and a third one underneath there. But it's still one muscle. It just looks like it's 3. And this one looks like it's 1 muscle, but then see, it looks like it's 2. But it's not. It's just 1 muscle. You got it? So that's why it's called biceps 2, because it kind of splits and it looks like it's 2, but it's really 1. Try 3. 1, 2, and then the third one is underneath. You can't see it. It's small. Deeper. You got it. So triceps brachii, biceps brachii. Now you have to say brachii. Brachii means brachial, arm. We do have a biceps femoris. Femur. So biceps brachii, right? Biceps femoris, right? So
Brachii is arm.
brachii, like brachial, remember? Antebrachial is forearm, brachial is arm. Acromial refers to shoulder, remember? Axillary refers to armpit. You guys should have studied that, because guess what? That's all the stuff for
Tomorrow.
test.
Tomorrow.
I know. No, so far, right? Brachialis. And that would be this right here. So in between your biceps brachii and your triceps, in between, what do we have? Brachialis. More down here. Yeah, so in between your triceps and your biceps, there is your brachialis. You got it? Does everyone see it? What is this?
Brachialis.
What's this?
Triceps.
Biceps brachii. What's that? Triceps brachii. Did you guys see that? What's this? Triceps brachii. And what's this? Brachialis. So biceps brachii, triceps brachii, brachialis. You got it?
Muscles of the
You got tired of taking
thoracic. My phone's hot.
Huh?
It's
You're
fine.
gonna get cancer. No. Just kidding.
External intercostal.
Internal and
External intercostal.
okay, external and internal intercostal.
What are the ribs?
Intercostals are between the ribs.
Between the ribs.
So we have internal and external. See how there's one that looks like it's superficial and one that's deep?
Yeah.
External, internal. It's the light pink, right? External, internal. External intercostals, internal intercostals.
Internal is deep.
External intercostals, internal intercostals. See how the external, well, they're being covered by this. There's more of it. But external is more superficial and internal is deep. See, external, internal. Oh, you can see them really well on that one, actually. Here. External, internal. See how the external is... See how external is outside and internal? Look, external, internal. I don't know if you can see external and then internal. See how one looks like it's on top of the other? The one that's on top would be the external. And that one is the intercostals. Inter means between, costals, ribs, so in between the ribs. We have the external and internal. And what was this again? Pectoralis minor, very good. How about this? Pectoralis major. And what about this? Serratus anterior. Remember, it's part of your serratus. All right, good job.
So,
Wait.
rectus abdominis.
Rectus abdominis, okay? These are your six packs,
There you go.
right? If you're really good, you can actually have like 8. Like, there you go. And I know as you age, your six packs slowly become a keg. Right? But anyway, there you go. Alright. Whoa. Alright. So, this is the rectus. Rectus means straight. Like standing erect. Rectus abdominis, straight muscle, abdominal. Straight abdominal muscle, rectus abdominis. This is one muscle, but it's just kind of anchored. So because it's anchored, it kind of looks like separate muscles, but it's not. It's one muscle. What is this called?
Rectus abdominis.
Rectus abdominis.
External oblique.
Then we have your external obliques. And then if you were to remove the external, internal oblique. Did I put internal?
No.
I didn't. All right, well, if I didn't put it, I didn't put it. External oblique. Well, it would be internal, but I did put the transverse abdominis, right? Just lying to me. All right, so deep to this. So we have external obliques, right? External abdominal oblique. Then we have the internal, which you don't have to know apparently. But deep to this, I don't know if you can see, the fibers are going this way. That's the transverse abdominis. See, there's different layers. So the innermost layer. Now, how can you tell? Transverse plane is this way. Notice that these fibers are going slanted. That's what oblique means. So these are the external oblique. You remove that. Now you have the internal oblique. And if you look here, these are going this way. Transverse plane. So this is the transverse abdominis. Exactly. So if you look here, you can see that they're going horizontally in the transverse plane. It's deep, yeah, it's deep. It's going deep, deep, deep on the cover.
Erector spinae.
Where we go here? What is this?
That's the
Transverse abdominis. See how the fibers are going this way? Well, the obliques are diagonal. External oblique, internal oblique, and then deep to that is the transverse. See how the transverse is going this way? You got it?
very, very deep for that.
It's underneath this, and then you get to this. Okay.
Sorry, which one was it again? The rectors.
We didn't do that yet.
Oh, I thought you.
Erector spinae.
The rector spinae group is the ones that are actually going to be holding up your back. For this one, it's a group. The rector spinae group. You do not actually have to identify these in the muscles or even in the cat, but you do have to know certain things about it. You have to know them as a group. So as a group, there are 3 muscles that make up the rector spinae group. You have to know this. Do you know what the 3 muscle groups are that make it up? The longissimus, the iliocostalis, and the
L-O-G-G.
well, why don't you just find it on the chart so I don't have to spell it for you. The iliocostalis, the longissimus, and the spinalis. They make up the rector spinae group, and you don't have to know the origin and insertions, but you do have to know, as a group, what they do.
So if you put that sticker on it, we're gonna put.
I'm not going to put it on. You're not going to have to identify it. I'll ask you in questions.
You said
What 3 groups make up the erector spinae group?
Spinalis, capitis.
What chart?
I'm going to show you.
Longissimus.
You might not need to know.
You don't pause it. You just record over again. You can stop it
Nobody forgot
or
to
just
put
put
it
it
in.
down.
Spinalis, longissimus, and iliocostalis. So the spinalis,
What chart is it?
it's 13-4.
Yeah. It's what?
The longissimus muscles, the iliocostalis, and the spinalis. Those are the 3 groups of muscles that make the rector spinae. Now, what do you think the rector spinae does?
Get your stats straight.
It extends. See, like if this is your vertebral column, if I go like this, what am I doing to it? I'm flexing it. If I go like this, right, if this is your spine, I'm reducing the angle by going like this, right?
Flexing.
If that's flexing. And then if I go like this, it's extending. So your erector spinae as a group, because there's a whole bunch of them. I go all the way along here. And what does that do? As a group, it makes your, it extends your vertebral column. It extends your vertebral column. These groups, the longissimus, the spinalis, and the iliocostalis. You don't have to know them specifically. What do you have to know?
What they do, right?
You have to know that those 3 groups make up the what?
Erector spinae.
Erector spinae. And the equivalent of that in the cat is the multifidus.
So we need to know, longissimus,
Longissimus, you need to know it as a group, just longissimus.
So we need to know these.
And the spinalis. And the iliocostalis.
Spinalis and the iliocostalis. You have to know. Those 3 things make up the what?
The erector
Spinae group. And what's the function of the rector spinae
It
group?
gets your vertebral column extended.
It extends your vertebral column, right? Just think about it. Erector spinae. It makes your spine go straight as opposed to... See, a lot of these words make sense. So if you think about the words erector spinae, you don't have to know them specifically. I'm making it life easy for you. So, what do you have to know about the rector spinae? It's made out of 3 groups of muscles. What are they? The spinalis muscles, the iliocostalis muscles, and the longissimus muscles, period.
And what is the function?
And what is the function?
It
Extends the vertebral column.
It extends the vertebral column, right? Because going like this is extending, going like this is flexing, right? Isn't that easy? And for same, because the equivalent of that in the cat is the what? Multifidus. So if I ask you on the cat, multifidus, same thing. You just have to know 3 groups of muscle.
And they're different.
What? Yeah. No, I mean, that's what they call the group. We do have a multi-factor.
What do you want?
I wanna know all of it, okay?
That's 30 minutes.